Describe an experience when you got bored when you were with other people. You should say when it was, who you were with, what you did, and explain why you were bored. Thinking about this topic, what comes to my mind first was the time when I travelled with my friend to an underdeveloped community. As far as I can remember, it happened last April when me and my friend got the chance to hang out with each other. Actually, we didn't have exact plans that day, so we just spontaneously went on a trip somewhere. So we ended up in an outdated community. In this community, they have an unpopular museum that, according to one of the local people we met along our way, contains a lot of historical relics and masterpieces. So we decided to explore the place. When we entered this museum, we were disappointed because the relics were already gone. According to the owner of it, they just moved those relics into another museum. My friend and I were even pretty excited, but everything just turned into dismay. Then we realized the reason why we didn't pay for any tickets for this museum, since in the end we would just see nothing. If only we knew beforehand that the outcome would be so disappointing, then we would have chosen another place. Basically, it was extremely tedious because we didn't see anything in the museum. We had many expectations about this place, so we were really frustrated. Anyway, I learned from this experience that we should always do critical research first before going to an unknown place. Before going on a trip, we should first plan carefully so we won't waste our time, our money, and our energy. Why do people get bored? Personally, the reason could be divided into three aspects. It could be the person themselves, or it could be another person or the object or place. Frankly, there are really boring people. These people have a common interest in just sleeping, sitting, or just lying in bed all day. Besides, it could be other people. Even if you have an energetic or lively personality and your company is dull, then it would be boring, since the person couldn't reciprocate to what you do. Lastly, there are just boring places or things that might be outdated, useless, or insensible. Why are people less interested in reading books nowadays? Personally, people slack off while reading books now, since they lack time and motivation. For students, they often lack time since they have many other burdens from their schools, like extracurricular activities or internships. For others, they don't have much encouragement to read since they're lazy. They think that it's time and energy consuming to read, so they just do more exciting activities like sports instead. However, everyone should cultivate the habit of reading, since it is vital in the total development of every learner. Are all the boring jobs going to be done by robots in the future? In the future, anything is possible. So any job could be done by a robot, whether it's boring or not. However, humans shouldn't just depend on robots in the future. We must still be more responsible over these creations. If these robots would just do boring jobs, then what's the use of our bodies and minds? How could we develop our skills if we just let the robot do certain things? At the end of the day, we humans should do jobs whether it's dull or not.